What's going on, Smitties and people of the world? It is Patrick here, and today I want to talk about Origins. With the release of Origins on PS3 and PC, I've been playing it a little bit more than I had been previously. I'd been mostly into that GTA 5, but with the release of it for PS3, I figured I'd give it another go, and I really forgot how difficult a map it is. Man, Origins is not easy. Really have been struggling with this map. If you've seen my my Wonderfish challenge, you can tell I was struggling there. But it is not an easy map, and I've been thinking about it, and Origins may possibly be the hardest, at least solo map, for Black Ops 2 Zombies. Looking back, we had Transit number 1, of course, and not really that hard of a map. Yes, tedious, yes, annoying, yes, awful, but it wasn't that hard. You could just go towards the tunnel that had the M16 in it, train there solo, and you did pretty well. Multiplayer, really just have people training at every area. Really not that hard, not that hard of a map. Dire Rise was a little bit harder. I found that solo it was extremely easy, but multiplayer, you could have some difficulties. It wasn't like you could get to whatever round you wanted to. You would run into some problems. But solo was really just a matter of how much time you're gonna put into it. There was no big skill. Go to the Buddha room, bring your liquefier, and just own the zombies. It was easy. Mob of the Dead, probably the easiest map for Black Ops 2. Surprisingly, at least in my opinion, the best as well, or coincidentally. So we had, like I said, with Mob of the Dead, you had Afterlife, so, you had an unlimited amount of quick revives, you had the shield, Blundergat, you had Electric Sherry, really easy combo to do well with solo. Multiplayer, I feel like it was one of the easier maps as well. People could train in different areas, you could camp, you could do whatever, and really get to quite a high round. It wasn't too hard. Mob of the Dead, like I said, was probably the easiest map. Next we had Buried, and although Buried was in some sense hard, it was not the easiest map, but there were things that you could do that made it easy, like camp at Jug, do the paralyzer thing where you stand on the bank spot. It was easy, okay? If you exploited it in the right way, if you were a smart player, I guess you could say it was easy. But for the most part, I guess it wasn't if you tried to train, it wasn't the easiest, but overall, like I said, it was a fairly easy map, and not anywhere near Origins. So we come to Origins, and it is so difficult to train on because you can't really go to any specific areas. The only places you can really train are in the generators, and that's not exactly easy because it's a pretty small area. You have the robots everywhere who are just going to destroy you if you try to walk through them, training, oftentimes, and so that the generators is kind of ruled out, at least in my opinion. So your only other option is just to run around the entire excavation site. Now, not only does this take a long time, but it's also very easy to die because every time you have to kill the zombies, you gotta turn your back around, you gotta shoot them, tap them, whatever, turn back, run, make sure no zombies pop out, because zombies spawn everywhere. They spawn under the dirt, they spawn under the sides, they spawn just everywhere that you could imagine. You have nowhere to hide. Think about camping, you really don't have anywheres. There's literally like no places that the zombies don't come out of. You seriously just have to run around. Even in in multiplayer, you have to run around. There's no place you can camp as a team. It's easier to camp, I guess, but it's still not exactly easy. I think it's really difficult. You want to go on the tank? Good friggin' luck. That's not gonna happen. Tank is a piece of junk. It's just a hard map overall. There's awesome weapons like the staves and all that stuff, but Origins is probably one of the harder maps. I know all you PS3 and PC guys who are just getting it. I don't know if you have really played it a whole lot yet, but you probably are finding that it is a difficult map. Setup isn't hard. It's a really easy setup. I will give it that. But just going for that high round, I find it has it's really easy to mess up. And oftentimes when you do mess up in solo, you'll go down and then you get back up and go immediately down again because the zombies really don't go far that way. It kind of reminds me of in Mob of the Dead when you went down and they just kind of go away, but they'd be right there. So the second you spawn back in, you're screwed. It's just a hard map overall. So let me know what you guys think. Welcome to all you PS3 and PC guys who I'm sure are searching my guides and all that good stuff. I just want to say hi to you. That's really all I have for you guys today. Talk to you later. Peace out. All that good stuff. And let me know what you think of Origins. Goodbye.